Hello to all life branders. Welcome to Life Branding with Miss H segment. Wherever you're watching, either in Facebook or in YouTube, please don't forget to leave a comment in the chat box or in the comment section so I can personally thank you. And also, if you can mention where country you are watching, so I also know that. And also, thank you for our 1 million viewer. Thank you very much for watching. Okay, guys. So in today's segment, I will be sharing with you the 18 steps or techniques how to become or how to graduate in college on time, even if you are poor. It's actually a little bit long, so I don't know if I can finish it in 1 hour in this live streaming. But if I can't make it, I will just continue it next week. Okay, because I only wanna do it a 1 hour live streaming. By the way, I am Hannah Lagod. I am a YouTube content creator and Facebook digital creator. I love being with my family. I love biking on the trails, swimming in the ocean or in the pool, or in short, guys, I always love to be reunited with nature. Just to remind me that there's balance in life and not just the presence of the technology around us. Okay? So before we begin, I just want to share with you, of course, the product of the company that I am endorsing. I'm sorry. I am endorsing. By the way, shout out to Hi-O Company. I just received my first payout from you via PayPal. Thank you. Thank you very much for sending me my first payout. That's why, guys, I really need to do this. I don't want to do any live streaming without mentioning the company that first trusted my simple ability. Thank you very much for our 10 million, 2 million viewers, John. Thank you, thank you. Please leave a comment, guys, so I can shout your name here in my in my live streaming. Thank you very much for 2 million. So, guys, first I just want to share with you this period starter kit. Okay, this period starter kit is actually this is what I'm saying, that I, as much as possible, I want to have a regular background because when I show something, it's like it's ghost, something like that. Hey, shout out to you, Banish Vlogs. Good morning, Ate Hannah. Just woke up lang. Good topic for today's podcast, Ate. Ayan, thank you very much, Van Rich Vlogs. Ayan, guys, so like what I've said, this period starter kit is of course for women. Viewers, discretion dyan sa ating mga guys, viewers. When you actually buy this, you can check my description, in the description below. I put a link on on my description where you can buy this. This period starter kit is actually composed of 6 period starter kit. As you can see, I already folded 4 of it in this wet reusable bag. Because when you buy this period starter kit, it goes with a waterproof wet bag like this one. So when you're out and you need to change, you have something to put on your soiled underwear like this one. All right. This period starter kit is actually the amount is like 30.99 in Amazon.com. And if you want to also check the price in their website, you can also check. I also write it there in my description below. So this period starter kit is it's very good for women like us, because instead of using a regular pad, when you use this, since it's reusable, we are actually helping the environment. Like what Banish Vlogs told me last time, that her mom, is it okay if I mention that, Banish Vlogs? Her mom had a myoma, okay, because of using regular pad, and also because of the chemicals and the toxins from that regular pad that he is using. So he had a myoma. She had a myoma. So for you girls or women like me, we have a saying that um, prevention is better than cure. So if you are watching this live streaming and you want to be healthy in your private parts, something like that, please try this high-o reusable pads. It's actually leak proof and odor free when you use it, and it's really it really fits in the whole part of your butt because it's so long, something like that. That's why it will not stain your underwear. And at the same time, uh it's made of charcoal bamboo fiber. That's why it becomes that's why it's called eco-friendly reusable pads. Okay, and if you going to use this, it's very secure because of these two button here. I will just yeah, there are two buttons here in which you will tuck your underwear with this, so it's not gonna be it will not move because it will really be your underwear will be secured with this two snap button. Okay, and if you hi Tiff Eiffel, shout out to you. Randall Tabugon, shout out everyone. Hello Antish. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. Thank you. Welcome to my ano yan guys. Tiff Eiffel, drop her link if you are not yet connected to her. Please connect. You can actually guys drop your link in the chat box, and especially if you are not yet connected to each other, of course you connect each other. Okay, and guys, this is only $30.99 guys, and it's very very easy to wash. You only need to use either hand wash or your own hand. Okay, but there are also places that you cannot use this. You cannot use this in the swimming pool, in the sauna, in jacuzzi, or in any places where you're going to get wet or be soaked. But of course you can use it in the office, in the gym, in school, or even in the park, as long as you're not going to soak deep, something like that. You will not get stain in your you will not get stain in your underwear. Ayan. All right, look at, can you see that? Ayan guys. So it's so talaga, and it's so soft. I can't say about my experience yet with this period starter kit because I didn't have my period when it came when it arrived last 2 weeks ago. But I will try this sometime when I have, because of course being having a menopausal period, though before I am regular when I'm still young, but now it's really irregular. I think it's already more or less 4 months that I never had my period, so I cannot use this for right now. That's why I cannot give you my reviews. But based on the description of this reusable pads, it's really leak free. I actually tried pouring out water on this one. Maybe I can try it now. I'll just I will just I'm sorry. I will just remove my nangyari diyan. Ayan. I will just remove my keyboard. So I will try guys ha. I will just try to if it's really leak proof. Let's see. Okay? Kasi there is a dual they sewed there's a sew here, they sew it here, something like that made it leak proof. Okay, hold on. I'll just try. Eh, konti lang, di ba? Ay, shoot, aray ko. Ayan. Guys. Wala sa plano kasi wala sa plano na gagawin ko to. Ayan guys, so tumatalsik lang talaga yung water. The water is just ayan. Lang ha. I actually made a video of me pouring water on it. Oops. Yan. Yan guys, as you can see guys, look at that. Okay. So at the back, it's not wet. So it's really leak proof. But I already put water on it here. I pour out water. Ayan. So if you wanna try, guys, just click the link in my description below so you can experience using this. And it's really it's really good. What I really like in this kind of reusable pads is because it's washable and reusable. So we are not hurting the environment. Just imagine how many times we buy regular period pads, and then after using it, we throw it in the trash. So where that trash goes, it goes back to the environment. That's why it's going to really hurt our environment. But with the reusable pads like this from Hi-O, uh yeah, you just need to wash it and then use it. Okay, the only convenience that you will feel is because you need to wash this pad. But aside from that, it's really very it gives you comfort, it gives you freshness all day long. And then you, instead of changing a lot of period pads a day, you will only change more or less two to three, because you don't it can actually cater a lot of liquids, or absorb a lot of liquids in our with our period, something like that. All right, so that is the period starter kit. Ayan, guys, reusable period starter kit. Next time when I'm sorry, guys, because right next time I will really use a regular background so you can fully see the picture. I apologize, Hi-O company, if I'm ghosting like this, something like that. Ayan. All right. So, and also, of course, there's a waterproof wet bag that it goes with it. Ayan. Okay. And it's actually also, guys, what you call this, good for any kind of skin. Okay, because it's because of its hygienic. And but they don't actually refund, unlike, because most of the product here in the US, there is a 30 money back guarantee, or 60 day money back guarantee. But with Hi-O products, they don't offer a refund because of the hygienic reasons. Okay. Ayan. So ito naman, guys, the second one is the Hi-O Pantiliners, reusable Pantiliners. Ayan, I can really attest of this Pantiliner, because I'm already using it. And don't forget, this is a clean one. This is a clean one. And being a biker, it's very important for me to have a panty liner all the way on my ride. That's why when before I have this, I think I need to use two to three regular panty liners, because in a few hours you will feel a little bit moist or something like that, and you can smell a little. Yeah, there's already a smell. But with this Hi-O reusable panty liner, I actually only use one the whole day I'm outside, because yeah, promise talaga, it's not a joke, it's not a BS, something like that. But it's really true that I only use one, but I still feel fresh all day long. Okay? And it's very easy to wash also, or to use and clean, because you can use hand wash, or you can use a machine, but in a hand wash mode. But for you to be able to have your reusable pads, either a panty liner and the period pads longer, better use a hand wash to wash them, because it will last more or less 6 to 7 years. It depends on the way you take good care of it. Okay, so it's same with the period period starter kit pad. It also has a two button at the back, in which it will secure your underwear, so it will not move. So it's not really uncomfortable using this. I thought the first time I used this, I only used the first button, And I said, oh, it's not comfortable, something like that. So the second time, I tried using the second button, and yeah, that time it's really comfortable on me now, and I felt that I am not using anything, something like that, because of it's kind of like I'm just using a regular underwear without any panty liner. And before, I'm only using panty liner when I'm out, but in the house I don't use, because nga ano tawag dito, because of the regular panty liner composed of toxins and chemicals, and of I really want to take good care of my private parts by not using any panty liner in the house as much as possible. But with this one, I use this the whole day. I use one in the whole day, and then I use even I'm sleeping. So I don't have underwear stain anymore. Same with the period starter pad. You don't have underwear stain anymore. And usually when your clothes has a stain, diba, the lifespan of the clothes are ano, it will easily worn out. But with this kind of reusable panty liner and period pad that Hayo is are selling, it make your underwear last longer too. And since me, especially me, when I have a period, I always stained our bed sheet, something like that, way back when I'm still a heavy bleeder. I always stain our bed sheet, and it will make your bed sheet worn out easily. So with the no underwear stain or pajamas or pants stain or bedsheet stain, so it means also less laundry and your clothes will last longer. So same with the period starter kit pad, it also costs $30.99. Yeah, 30.99. And I also have the link in my description below in case you wanna try. Yeah, especially if it's actually good for menopausal period women like me, because less menstrual period but lots of liquid discharge. So this one is very good for us 40 years above, something like that. But of course, if you really love your body, use something that will help you keep yourself healthy and clean and dry all day. Ayan, okay guys. So this is the uh, it also goes with waterproof bag, and then when you buy it, it has 8 panty liners, something like that. And the period pads has 6 pads only. All right. But if you wanna buy more, you can also buy anytime. But it's really good because you only need to buy once, and then the next time you need to buy will be after 5 to 6 years. So you are saving more or less $590 in 48 months, something like that. So, for $590 is still $590, di ba? So, ayun. It's really money saving and health wise. And it's also the very very smooth panty liner and period pads in the world. Ayan, ito silang dalawa. And the difference is yan. Medyo si panty liner is small, and longer si period menstrual period pad. And this one is 2 millimeter thick, and this one is 4 millimeter thick. Ayan, guys. Okay. So in case guys you are interested to buy high-o reusable period pads and high-o reusable panty liners, just click the link on my description below. Okay, so much for that. I think I need to muna wipe the water here in my, or yeah, I will just use this. Okay. Para hindi ako maano. Yeah. Okay, guys. So not everybody, guys, was born with a golden spoon in our mouth, right? So as of today, based on my research in Google from www.weforum.org, the richest, the percentage of the rich people in the global population now is the 10% richest of the global population currently take home 52% of the income of the whole population. And you think since 52%, so means half of the global population are the poorest, right? No, actually they earn only 8%. If the 10% earn 52%, the richest, the poorest one, they only earn 8% of the global population. And in average, the individual from the top 10% are earning $122,100. But for the bottom one, half will earn only $3,920. As you can see, guys, the difference is so big. And based on www.pwresearch.org, I need to check my notes so I will not miss any any figure. There are in the US undergraduate poverty line or non-white, mostly the poverty line they call here the non-white. I'm not discriminating the color, but it's based on what I've researched, so please don't get me wrong. In 1996 to 2016, after 20 years, the increase of poverty line in between non-white person from 12% to 20%. So bilhin mo in 20 years, the that is more or less 8% increase. And in the Philippines naman, based on the Philippine Statistics Authority .gov.ph, last year in the first semester in 2021, the poverty incidence among poor Filipinos whose per capita income is not sufficient to meet their basic food and non-food needs was estimated at 23.7%. It means there are 26.14 million Filipinos who live below the poverty threshold, estimated at 12,082 pesos on the average for having a family of 5 per month in the first semester of 2021. Why am I saying this, guys, and giving you all these statistics? More people, that there are more people in the world. Okay, because I was part of that before. Though I'm not part of that 10% top 10, something like that. I'm not part of the top 10%, but I believe I'm in the average because we only have one kid. Okay. And why I came up this topic, because right now in the Philippines, the classes is already started. Okay, and here in the US, the school class was just ended, but it will open in August, summertime, something like that. Because of course we have a different time zone. Okay, please guys watch until the end, because if you are a mother like me, and if I have enough time, I don't know if I have time, I will be giving also some tips aside from the techniques or steps that I will be sharing uh, for you, because I know to prepare for our children's future is very important, especially their college life. Maybe we are saying, oh, we don't know what happened tomorrow. We don't, yeah, right, you are right, we don't know what is going to happen tomorrow, because our lives doesn't doesn't depend on us, but it depends on the hands of God. So either today we're alive and tomorrow we're gone. So but it's better to prepare, especially me, since we have Malia in my menopausal time or pre-menopausal period, something like that. What you call this? I'm really concerned after how many years I will be, I know I will still be able to work, or I'm still strong. So we need to ensure her future, that something will not happen to her. The same thing happened to me when I am studying. Okay, I can actually, sorry guys, if I cannot shout out all again, Tiff Eiffel, uh Uncle, dali lang. I don't know how can I I will give you I will give you a jacket. I'll come here na lang. I'll go here in my muna Facebook. Ay, in my Facebook, in my YouTube, so I can give you jacket, uncle. Uncle. Yan si Uncle Randall. Ayan. Dito tayo. Oops. Dali lang ha. Andali lang guys. Dali lang. Baka kasi wala ka pang jacket, uncle eh. Saan ba yun si uncle? Hindi ko na siya makita. Alright. Anyway guys, ayan, thank you very much. Shout out. Okay. Ayan, so, yun nga, like what I've said, it's very hard for us to think that what if we die? You know, Malia is just almost 4 years old, so we need to also secure her future because we don't want her to experience especially what we've experienced. Okay. All right. So, by the way, guys, everything that I will be sharing with you today doesn't comes from any books or from someone that is from prestigious speakers, but it's actually my personal experience and my story, how I graduated in college despite of having a financial scarcity. Okay, so first let me just tell you about my family background when I was like in fourth grade or grade 4. So my father, though he is already deceased, he died at the age of 67. So way back then, my father is a farmer and at the same time a farmer and a carpenter. He is very talented and very hardworking. I also love the way he cooked the adobong kangkong. And what the funny thing I remembered with my dad is when he asked me to cook fried rice, he knows if I put vetchin because way back many years ago in 19 something for 19 something forgotten like that. Hi Love Line, Sarang po, thank you very much for coming. Tom Success, thank you very much. Ayan, my father don't want his fried rice to have vetchin, so I'm the one who cook it, and then I thought I can cheat on him, so I put a little vetchin, and then after I gave it to him, and then he said, mag-BG lang po ako. Sige, sister. He asked me, did you put vetchin on it? And then I said, yeah. How did you know? I said, I know. So, starting that time, I never use vetchin anymore because, yeah, my dad is right that vetchin is not good for our body. So, and it is good naman if we only put salt right in our fried rice. So that's it guys. So that's with my father. And about my mom is a plain housewife and had a little sari store or a little bit has a business minded side, but my mom is also very industrious and she loves God. That's one of the thing that I love with my mom is the one that brought us to closer to God, you know. If not with our mom, I don't know if what kind of life I have right now, especially with my spiritual status in life. Ayan. So we are actually 8. We are 8 in the family, and I'm the 7th among them. But the conflict, started when when my eldest sister get pregnant. Way back then she was like third year college. Usually many years ago, diba guys, when we are a big family, usually our parents usually let the eldest children finish college or finish school, or they really support the eldest one. but that what happened to us is that our eldest sister, she got pregnant. So in short, she didn't able to finish college and then get married as early as she is that time. So she, but but my sister, yeah, so my my what you call this, my father decide when that happened, my father lost her ability or appetite to work. So what he did, he talked to us and he gave us an option if we want to stay, because we have a farm in the a little bit rural areas in the city. And then he asked us if we want to continue studying, we need to do it by ourselves, like we will be a working student. But if we don't want, we can come, we will go with them and all, and then just help them in the farm. So most of my brothers and sister decided to go with my parents, but me, I decided to stay. By then my third sister already get married, and then my eldest one, oh yeah, like what I've said, my eldest sister already get married. So by that time, I actually, what you call this, stayed for a while in our house, because we have a house yet in the city. We didn't My father did not sell it yet. Okay. All right. So yon. And then what happened, what was, my eldest sister, like she discouraged me. She said, "Oh, you cannot graduate in college. You will also get married and get pregnant as early as you are, something like that. You will also be like us." So I actually, I was actually hurt by that time, because of what my sister said. But I, instead of being mad or being hurt, I take the challenge, what she said. So I challenged myself, and I'm so determined that I will really get a college degree or a diploma. So that's why, despite of that conflict and discouragement, I was able to finish college in 4 years. Hi, Maria Sabel Vlogs. Hello, hello. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, girl. Thank you for coming. Ayan. Okay. Thank you very much for coming, guys. Maria Sabel. So, yon. So yeah, I was discouraged by my sister. Glad I know I'm not pretty. That's why nobody likes me or nobody courted me during that time. Thank you very much for our 5 million viewer. Joselito Nofento. Hello, honey. Thank you, Kuya Botbot. Hello, napadansi. Sorry, busy-busy din dito mga amo. Okay, thank you very much, Maria Sabel Vlogs. Thank you for coming. And guys, so ayun na nga. So I decided that I will graduate 4 years, not 4 1/4, not 4 1/2 years, but I decided that I will graduate in 4 years. So do you know how I did it? So please listen very carefully. Okay? Ayan, all of us guys have different survival with regards to our education. Okay? And if you are like me, before, I'm very eager to study, but the scarcity of our finances is right in front of me. It's like you cannot finish because you are poor, something like that. Those are the hi sis Maria sa vlog. Mega love shout out. Oh, love lines, mega love shout out. Sabi ni Love Lines kay Maria, hi sis Maria Sabel Vlogs. And guys, right, but I made it. I really, I'm so determined. So if this is you, please stay until the end. Or if you know someone, guys, that are struggling financially in studying, something like that, and discouraged, please share this live streaming, so in case it will encourage them. Okay, so with these strategies, it really helped me, and if it helped me, it will also help you if you are that kind of person. But for my friends, I know that you are no longer studying. So sa mga na lang, mga friends niyo na lang dyan. So number one, guys, number one step is stretch yourself to the fullest. Ayan. So as you know, guys, during elementary, mostly I done everything na done at 11, kasi way back when my parents decided for me to stay or not to stay. I was 11 years old that time. So I've done everything that an 11 years old kid shouldn't be doing. May prem pala ako mayang gabi, sis host, baba ako dito, bahala na kayo magtusok, salamat. Sige, Maria Sabel Vlogs, baba mo lang dyan. You can, ano guys, you can drop your mga premiere, mga ano, tawag dyan, bahay nyo guys, if you are not yet connected to each other, please don't forget to connect with each other, guys. Maria Sabel Vlogs, loveliness, salamat. Ayan. So guys, what I did is I like what I've said a while ago, I stayed in our house in the city until graduation in elementary. Okay? But during that time, my parents still sending me supplies like rice, banana, sweet potato, or kamote, something like that, mga dried fish, sardines, noodles. So in short, they still provide me with food. But with regards to my studies like project, uh, like if we have or fair, something like that, or emergency, I don't have, my parents don't have anything like that for me. So for me to be able to survive during my elementary years, I'm actually selling candies in our in our school, or in our room. Even the principal told me that, hey, that's you are not that's not allowed to to sell in the, because we have the karinderya, or the cafeteria, something like that. But still, maraming salamat vlogs, salamat Maria Sabel Vlogs, salamat host and sis Love Lines. You're welcome, Maria Sabel Vlogs. You're welcome, sis, sabi ni Love Lines. Ayan. And guys, so I'm selling candies, yung mga high-end na mga candies, para it's much easier for me to sell them. And then aside from selling candies, I was also a pin girl, di ba? Usually it's called pin boy, something like that, the one assisting those people playing in the bowling alley, something like that, or in the bowling lane. But me, I actually apply on that kind of job as a pin girl. But when time comes that I got hit by the ball in my legs, I can really nice and very inspiring life, sis. Sana lahat ng makapanood, they will encourage also to pursue their studies. Very useful if you finish studying nowadays. Agree ako dyan sa'yo, Maria Sabel. Salamat dyan. Ayan. So, but when I got hit by the ball one time, it's so hard and it's so strong. So, my legs looks like an eggplant. So after that, I stopped because, yeah, technically, it's actually a job for guys, but just for me to be able to support my studies, I do that. And then one time I also remember, because we are living in a squatter area where our house is floating in on the water. you know uh, Shout out dyan sa mga taga-baybay, na before it was Seaplane Dos, but now it's Baywalk, because of Mayor Hagedorn's initiative to make that place to be a tourist attraction instead of a squatter area. Ayan. So before I grew up in that place. That is where I learned how to swim. Yan, shout out sa lahat ng mga friends ko diyan sa Seaplane Dos, or sa Baywalk na ngayon, na some of them are in Barangay Mangingisda, kay Tekla, kay kay Mary Ann, kay sino pa ba yung mga Nora, marami pa, I forget the rest of their names. But yeah, guys, this is for you. So what we do is we are going under the houses of every people living in that squatter area when the tide is low, and then we are scratching the sand, we are scratching the sand if we can find a clam or something like that, or a snail, and then we just clean it good, and then we sell it in the market, like per small bucket like that. We can sell it for like 1 peso to, way back 1980, something like this, only 1 peso per one bucket like that. So that in it so for me to be able to to buy some projects during that time. And what is the worst thing I did also is I sell a plastic bag in the market. I was so young by then, and then I'm only wearing slippers, something like that, and then I'm so small, and that we have one friend. I don't know if she's a friend of mine really, because when she saw me there, she keeps on pushing me whenever I approach the people for me to offer them plastic bag for them to put all their, like, the if they buy fish or vegetables. She pushed me like that, so I cannot sell anymore, and because she's so tall and I'm just small, so I was so discouraged, and I went home sad, and I said, I'm not going back there anymore, something like that. So I give up. And then what I also did, because my parents, ano, diba, we have a farm. So when my father brought the Brenda's Brenda M. Swanson, hi Ate Hana, shout out to you, girl. Ito, I'm telling my story. I'm telling my story. Ayan. Shout out to you. So, when my father bring all the harvest from our farm, like the sweet potato, the cassava, the banana, the corn, something like that, or the ginger, I actually help him sell it in the market. So we just put all our goods on the ground, and then we say, ang tawag dyan, kamote kayo dyan, at tawag dyan, hello, Han. Hi, shout out to you, Dai, Vance Robles. Something like that. Kamote, kasaba, mga ganyan. So, just for me to, for them, for me to attract the customer to buy our product. So, I have a project, or for me to buy some uniform during that time. And then what I also do, I ask my rich classmates, because during that time I have so many rich classmates that, like, for example, they don't want to, because way back in elementary we are planting, ano, diba, sweet potato. So you need to, to take good care of that garden, so per group, something like that. And then I have a friend that is a rich girl, MJ Abreas Vlog, Cherily JBC, shout out to you. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for coming. So, Brendam's Ray, thank you very much also. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Brenda, for bringing your friend with us, something like that. Okay, so ano ba ako? So, since those rich classmates of mine don't want to touch the soil, because they will really, like, their hands will gonna be dirty. So they asked me, Hannah, can you plant this kamote for me? And said, and then I will give you snacks like siopaw, something like that. I said, oh, come on, I'll do that, something like that. Oh, let me plant, something like that. So, uh, when I plant the sweet potato, and then I'm also the one taking good care of it, because they don't want nga to, to their hands to be dirty. So that's what I do. And then I sometimes ask them if they want me to help them in their project, and then they will just give me, yeah, just for the sake of snacks, or just for the sake of food, something like that, for me to be able to survive in my elementary years. So in short, guys, what you call this, during that time also, or since our house is a little bit, not really that close, but it's a little bit close, something like that, from our school. So the number 2 step is, number 1 kanina is, stretch yourself to the fullest, whatever you can do. Pinalo sila ni Nightbot. Kaya na, huwag mag-spam dyan. Yeah, wag daw mag-spam. Sorry guys, hindi ako yan na, Ma'am Brenda. Shout out, sabi ni Jeneline Banzales JBC. Thank you very much for 7 million viewers. Ayan. So, what you call this? That's why the number 2, guys, is do not complain but endure the journey. So what I did, since I don't have money to take a tricycle, way back we are just using tricycles, and even now, I know in Palawan, the tricycles are just on the corner, because they are now using the jeepneys and the taxis, something like that. So from the house, I walk going to our school, that is back and forth. Maybe that's the reason, guys. You might be wondering why I have a very big calves, something like that, because these have been trained or tested or what you call this, uh used many years ago. Since I was 11 years old, I've been walking, so that's why maybe I have a big calves, kaya walang basagan ng tip dyan, something like that. All right. Thank you very much, Steve Eiffel, for staying. Ayan, so I just walk every day. And what is good in walking, because in one of the houses that I pass by whenever I walk going to our school, they have sampagita. They have Susan Mere, Jores, Cheryl, JBC, Brendams. Thank you very much for coming. They have sampagita flower. So every time I pass there, I took, because it's ano naman, accessible naman, and they don't care if you you took flowers. So I took flowers, and then I brought it in our room, and I put it in my teacher's flower base. So that's why I said, do not complain but enjoy that journey. Okay, so I walk from house to school, back and forth. And then number 3 is study hard and focus on your study. Okay, despite you are undergoing difficulties in your finances, in your studies, don't forget what your focus is, and that is to study hard. Ayan, so that's why even before, way back many years ago, sometimes the lights are off, or we are just using candle, or we're just using anong taga English ng siga, something like that. Something like that. But it doesn't stop me to really study hard, even flashlight sometimes. Okay, that is why even I have so many non-school related extracurricular. I was the first honor actually from grade 3 to grade 5. And when I graduated in elementary, as an outstanding student in the star section. So I always make sure that even how busy I am looking for money for me to finance my studies, I make sure that I am working so hard, and I make sure that it will not affect my grade, to keep my standing in the star section. All right. And now, since elementary is done, now we go to high school. So the step 3 is to have a relationship with Jesus. Okay? Because during the, I wanna cry na. Because during the vacation day from elementary graduation, I attended youth camp in our church. And in that time, that was May 15, 1988. I cannot forget that time because that's the time when I accepted Jesus as my Lord and personal Savior. Right now, I'm now 34 years old believer. I'm 34 years believing Jesus in my life and trusting my life to Jesus. And I think that's one of the best thing when I have that, because that relationship made me stronger and made me more determined to really pursue my studies. And by accepting Jesus as my Lord and personal Savior, I didn't stop on that. I joined in the worship team, and then I attended a lot of Bible study conferences for me to be able to be stronger inside. Because if we are strong inside, I want to cry. I don't want to cry. Because if we are strong inside, nothing can defeat us outside. Because God's presence and God's spirit is helping us go through all the difficulties in life. You're a good sales talker, kaya dami mo benta. Thank you very much. Yeah, sorry guys. Sorry ko. Sorry lang. Carried away lang ako. Ayan. Yan guys, nagbaba ng bahay si Tiff Eiffel. Paki-connect lang po si Tiff Eiffel guys. Para if you are not yet connected to her. Ayan. Ayan. And then, yeah, like what I've said, it made me stronger. It made me determined and holding on to his promises to me in Jeremiah 29:11 says, For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a good future. That is the promise that I really hold on when I was studying. I know Brenda is familiar on that verse. I'm sure that is also one of her favorite verse when she was in Manila, when me and her are in together in one house. Yan guys. So number five step is get rid of any bitterness and hatred. As what I mentioned a while ago, I was discouraged by my eldest sister, but instead of focusing on that bitterness and discouragement, I let it go. No, I forget and I forgive, though my eldest sister didn't know that I felt that way, but there are times that we already talk about that, so it's already done deal something like that. But I'm just saying this just for the sake of this live streaming. That's why I'm sharing about what my eldest sister did. Don't get me wrong, guys, my eldest sister is not bad. You know, we don't have the right to judge each anyone. It's just God will judge us. But we all committed mistake, admit it, we admit it or not. We made a mistake, we committed a lot of mistakes, and we learn from our own mistakes. Okay? So, yeah. So I love my sister, I love my ate B, something like that. Okay? So, during that time when I'm already in high school, like first year and second year, I stayed with her because she is already married, so she had a house, and her husband, uh because our house already been sold. Our house in the city already been sold, so I don't have any place to stay, so I said, oh, I know I can stay with my eldest sister since she live in Chocolate, in the city also. So that's why it's not really guys, it's not important what you feel or what you experience. If you really are willing to reach your dream or achieve your dream, you need to let them go. Let those feelings go, because sabi nga 'di ba, if you are bringing a lot of baggage in your journey, it will make you slower. It will just drag you down instead of you going up. It will drag you down. So those hatred, bitterness, or unforgiveness, or insecurities, let it go so you can move forward, not only when for the studies, but also for our regular day life, something like that. I can say that because I experienced that. Okay? Sabi nga, it's better to speak if you experience it, because you know how it feels. All right? So yon. Ayan. So number 6, guys, be an entrepreneur. Okay? Because when I was in high school, actually selling, kasi 'di ba selling is actually everyone's skill. All of us guys, especially Filipino, we can sell anything, just for the sake. Step 4 na kaya. Step 5 na, get rid of bitterness, yung number 5. Number 4, yung relationship with Jesus. Number 5, get rid of any bitterness and hatred, something like that. And then yung step 6, be an entrepreneur. Okay, because since nga all of us has a skill to sell, so I use that skill to finance my studies. Okay? And way back when I was in high school, shout out to PNS batch 1992. Shout out to all of you guys, especially my friends, sina Michael, sina Tope, si Guido, si Laili, and si Lola, si Lolo, at saka si Mylene, yan, and sila Liba, yan yung mga friends ko way back in, sila Ayan Backwell, Beth, sina Beth, hindi ko nakalimutan ko yung apelyido mo, Beth ngayon, Maklang, ayan, Beth Maklang, sina Janice, sina marami pang iba if I can remember later. Ayan, so I'm actually very famous guys with my yema. So I'm selling yema in our room. Even sometimes I ask my teacher, "Ma'am, do you want to buy some yema, something like that, for my yema to be sold out that day?" And even some of the section in the other section, I even ask them if they want to buy, because I don't want to bring home with the rest of the yema with me, because that's why I want it to all be sold out. Okay, sometimes I say, okay, credit now and then pay tomorrow, something like that, just to make sure that I go home empty, empty in my hand, so I can buy another ingredients for me to make another yema the next day. Okay, so that's the step 6. Be an entrepreneur. If you already have the skill, or if you even just a little skill in selling, use it to help your studies. Don't be shy. As long as you are not stealing the money that you are financing your studies, never mind. Because my principle in life, as long as you are not helping me, or as long as you are not giving me food in my mouth, whatever you say is nonsense or is useless. I will not be affected. So that's what my principle is. And then number 8 is pray to God. Ayan. Okay, number 7, guys, is focus on your study. All right? So there part of the steps here, guys, will always part yung focus on your study, because that is our goal, di ba, to graduate in college. So that we should always remember that thing, uh to study, to finish in college, something like that. So that's why I'm still belong to star section. Even I'm doing all those things, I'm still studying hard to keep my standing in the star section. That's why uh I graduated in 1992 as the top 23 graduate in PNS batch 1992. Diba? I still remember. Ate Vance, do you still remember what ayaw nga pala, you're so humble na kapatid talaga. Ayan. So, yun, I still remember that I'm the top 23, because when you receive your card, di ba, it says there top 23, whatever, something like that. Okay? So, yan yung number 7. Focus on your study. Do not go anywhere. Just the study, 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 study. Para, you will not be distracted. Even you are doing something aside, but make sure that the thought of studying is your priority. Okay? And step number 8, pray to God. Okay? Since high school, by the time you arrive like third year high school, 'di ba? Our teachers already encouraging us to what you call this, to take the NCEE, or the National College Entrance Examination. Okay? The reason why you need to pray to God is because if you don't pray to God to let you pass and help you pass the NCEE, it's useless, or there's no way for you to go to college. So that's the first thing that I did. I really pray hard, because they said that NCEE is so hard, something like that, and there's so many people that that take that and then pass. Actually, my score is not that high, but it's not also that low. It's like in the average, something like that. So that's why it's very important. And during that time, after taking the NCEE, all the our teachers are encouraging us to take all the college and entrance examination. If your reality, the follower of God, bury your own cross. If you're really the follower of God, bury your own cross. That's right, Vance Robles. I agree on that. Ayan. That's why, guys, what I did is I took all the college and the universities examination, entrance examination, especially those that offered scholarship. Because of course, if I said, oh, if I can get a full scholarship, I'll be okay, I'll be good, something like that, and I will be very happy. Okay, if you, yeah, something like that. So that's why I know. That's why what you call this? That's what I'm asking God to help me pass the university or college where they they can offer a scholarship to me. All right, and to bring me the best in the best university. So the things that you need to pray for, guys, to God, is for you to pass the NCE, or here in the US, the GAD. And then the number two that you need to pray for is for you to be able to pass the university or the college that God wants you to go with scholarship, something like that. And also, the reason why I'm praying on that is because, as a Christian, I don't want to go to a university or to a college that my relationship with God will be separated, or I will be separated with my relationship with God. So that's one thing that that is my priority, that uh when God will bring me to a university. So in short, the result came up. I passed the Miagao UP Miagao Iloilo entrance examination, and I'm not sure if I am partial scholar there. But then from UP Iloilo Miagao and MSU Marawi City. So I asked God, Lord, I know ano pala. At first I got the result of UP Miagao Iloilo. But then I said, if I studied there, I don't know anyone, and then I don't know any Christian church there that I can go to, something like that. That's why I said, I prayed again. So Lord, if it's your will for me to be in UP Miagao, I will not pass the MSU Marawi City. But if your will for me to study in MSU Marawi City, let me pass the entrance examination in Marawi City. And I passed the MSU entrance examination. But I only passed the entrance examination not to be a scholar, not even partial or full scholar, because nga probably because of my average in NCEE score. Vance Robles, sipag mo nga ako tagaluto ng yama, ikaw ang tagatinda sa school eh. Ayan, may assistant pa yan ako nung pala yan, si ate ko, si Vance Robles. Thank you for your cooking ability. Yan, me and Vance Robles kasi are sisters, guys, biological sisters talaga kami, and she is really the one that have been helping me a lot talaga, ever since and until now. Akala ko ba number 3 yan, focus on the study. Focus on your study actually is siya, part siya ng not only 4, not only 3, not only 7, but basta siya, step siya. Kasi pwede kang ma-distract, 'di ba? You can be distracted along the way. That's why I always need to go back to focus on your study. All right? Ayan, guys. So, saya na nga tayo. Ayan, so I didn't get the scholarship in MSU Marawi City, or even partial. So that is why, but I still chose MSU Marawi City because of my first priority, and that is to still have a closer relationship with God. And way back in MSU, even until now, there are so many people that I knew there that are Christian. And they're really they are really what you call this, not only a Christian, but they are really ato that they are really changed by God. So I said, I want to be there. I want to grow more in the Lord. So that's why it's okay if I'm not scholar, but there's a catch naman. Once you pass the entrance examination, once you pass the entrance examination of MSU Marawi City, after one sem that you pass all the 21 units, by next sem you are already tuition privilege. Okay, when you say tuition privilege, it means you don't need to pay the tuition fee. Though the tuition fee naman in MSU Marawi City is not so expensive, because nga it's government and private university. That's why but it's still good. and I only need to pay miscellaneous expenses, which only cost me like 100 pesos or $2 in our currency now. So, and that's not so bad. So in short, I was able to pass my first 21 units in my first semester, and the next semester I don't pay tuition fee anymore. Okay? And yeah. So, and then number 9, and then the step number 9 uh is hold on to God and his promises. Okay? So, kaya ko siya nasabing hold on to God and his promises, because like what I've told you a while ago, God promised me that Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. So, because Marawi City is a different place na naman, especially there are two what you call that, there are Christian, and there are brothers and sisters Muslim. So I'm not yet familiar how to deal with them, but I got so amazed when I got there that they are still the same. Christian and Muslim are the same. They are because they are in Christian. There are bad Christian, there are good Christian, and in the Muslim there are also good and bad. But thank God that we're able to find those good ones in our cottage or in our boarding house, something like that. All right. So, and also I keep on my worship team with me. I still join the worship team, and then I also attend the Bible study for me to keep my relationship with God intact. All right. So, ayan, of course, devotion, and to live what I am reading in my devotion. If the Lord said forgive, even if it's so hard to forgive, we really need to forgive. And when the Lord said, love your enemy, if it's so hard to love our enemy, we need to love our enemy. So it means what we read, we need to do it, or else we are just fooling ourselves. And we cannot mock God, God knows our heart. All right? And also, sabi nga, if there's a will, there's a way. Even God said that he will help me and give me that good future. I also need to do my part. Okay? Because the allowance that my parents are giving to me is not enough, because way back then they are only sending me 1,500 pesos for 1 month, and it's not really enough because I have my food, I have my rental in the house, etc., etc., and then some projects, something like that. And it's a monthly allowance from the property that my parents sold, or the farm that they last property that they have, that they need to sell just to finance my studies in college, kasi college it's already college, so they know that I'll be having a hard time financing myself, so they sell that. And in return, I promised myself that if I graduate, I will help my parents, and I will take care of them. And yeah, until now, even my dad passed away already, but I still have my mom, and my sister Bans Robles can attest to that. We are still taking good care of our mom. Whatever my mom needs, we are always there. Because I believe that our parents really deserve to be treated like that, because like we are 8 in the family, di ba? And then my mom raised us, all of us, and most of us are they raised us good. And I know the feeling is so hard, because I only have one child. I only have one Malia, and I already had a hard time taking good care of her. How much as 8 in the family, but she was able to survive raising us as a good person. In Thank God for that. Of course, because she bring us to church. That's why we have the fear of God in our hearts. All right. That's why and also I am a believer of the a verse in the Bible in First Corinthians 6:1 to 3 that says, I will just read here, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right, and that you may have a long life on the earth. I'm sorry. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right, that it may go well with you, and that you may have a long life on the earth. So this is the first promise that God gave when we honor our parents. He will give us long life. That's why, yeah, I hope all of us are treating our parents right, because it's in the Bible. I am not the one who said this, but it's in the Bible. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right, that it may go well with you, and that you may have a long life on the earth. So if we want to have a long life on the earth and a peaceful life and a good life, we should obey and honor our parents. I know parents are not perfect, because we are not also perfect daughters or children, something like that. But they really deserve to be, to be honored, and to receive respect from us, something like that. Especially if you become a parent or a mother, you will know the feeling of a mother once you become a mother. All right? Ayan. So, step number 10, be an entrepreneur again. Ayan, I became an entrepreneur again in college. Of course, another Yema life. What you call that? I bring the Yema product in MSU. What I'm doing is, if before in when I was in high school, what you call that, I have the transparent plastic ba yun? That is where we put the yema. But in MSU, when I was in college, I need to save money. So what I did is, I just make a roll. I just roll the yema, and then dip it in the in the sugar. All right, dip it in the sugar, and then put it in a jar. And then, since in our cottage there are 10 to 11 room, and in every room there are 4 occupants. So shout out to all my Jokorians, roommates and cottage mates, my adjong roommates and cottage mate, my Jokora roommates and cottage mate, and ano pa ngayon? I forgot the other one. White House. Ayan, White House roommates and cottage mates. Shout out to you. Batch 1992 to 1996. I cannot memorize all your name, but I can say Ellen Tambura, Love Tabulaw, si Ate Michelle, si Ate Gigi, si Lana Ray, si Laura kapatid ni ay sister ni Ate Mitch. I forgot, Laura Jane ba yun? Something like that. Ayan. Yeah, shout out to everyone. So what I'm doing is, after I cook, I just put it in our room, and then the rest of my roommates are just coming, and then I have a list. I have a paper there and a pen, in case they want to utang or credit, they will put their names. And then, yeah, it's good to be with people that loves God, because my tally is perfect, and nothing is missing with my yema. Same amount, same amount I sold and collected, same amount, the way how many yema I left in the jar, something like that. And aside from yema, I also have a grocery room store in our room. Yan, yung mga noodles, mga Milo, something like that. And then, one of the highlight of my being entrepreneur in MSU is when I serve or cook meatless burger. Yeah, meatless burger is made of puso ng saging or banana blossom. Ayan, I make it look like a beef. One of our roommate thought, she is a Muslim actually. She thought that I am making a beef patty. And then when she find out that it's a vegetable, or it's a banana blossom, she was very surprised because the taste and how it looks like is almost the same with beef. Okay, shout out to my teacher in elementary. I forgot her name, in our HE elementary. Shout out, because she is the one who taught me that when I was in grade 5, and then I sell it when I was in high school. If you imagine how long is the difference. But that meatless burger is really my identity there in in college. I let them credit this morning, because usually I cook around, I started preparing it around 7 o'clock, and then I ended around more or less 1 o'clock. So I slept 1 o'clock, something like that, because you need to grind it and then prepare everything, something like that. And then I need to wake up around 6 a.m. so I can go to school around 7 a.m. And what is so heartbreaking in my part during that time is I really cried. One time I really cried. I cried to God, and I said like this, Lord, why I am not a normal student. I'm crying na naman. Why I'm not a normal student, that uh you're such a wonderful daughter and sisters. That's why God bless you so much. Thank you very much, Ate Inday. Yan, so sabi ko, Lord, why I am not a normal student like my cottage mate or friends are doing when they come to the house, or to and then they will eat, and then they will have fun, something they can talk, and then they will sleep, and then they will so they have enough time to sleep. Not unlike me, I'm always lacking of sleep, and then I don't I need to wake up early, something like that. But then when I prayed that kind of prayer, you know what God told this what God showed me is the people around me, because those people in our cottage before are the ones that really encourage me, really help me to continue and not to be discouraged. Even I'm very busy doing everything like that for me to be able to finance my studies. Because and then also one time I'm running late already in my constitution and bylaws class, and then the answer is already there. You only need to read, because it's open book. I only need to read the answer, but because I don't have enough sleep, I had a mental block. I cannot answer. I cannot said my classmate said, Hannah, it's there. You just read it, something like that. I said, oh, okay. Then I read it, something like that. So it's really hard to be a working student. It's not easy. I know it's not an easy time with me for me also way back then, because yeah, I also wanna give up, but but because of God's love and God's promises to me, it really kept me moving. All right. So ayan, that's why a number two, a number step 11, I apply for student assistant, because in every university or college there are like library, cafeteria, something like that, or any place where you can apply as a student assistant, and they will give you fees like uh, me. I applied in the carinderia, because in front of our cottage, someone there is selling like food or a carinderia, something like that. So I asked her if I can help. So I need to wake up around 4:30 or 5 a.m., because we need to serve the food by 6 a.m. to the people, something like that. So I need to wake up like that early. And then what after doing that, they'll give me a free meal, free meal. So I serve in the morning, and then before I left, they'll give me a meal, so for me to be able to get a free food. Okay. And then for numbers, or for step 12, offer services. because all of us we have a lot of we have a lot of talent, we have a lot of skills, we have a lot of energy. So I have a cottage mate in our I have a roommate in our cottage, because in Marawi City, it's not called apartment, but we call it cottage. But it's like an apartment type, something like that. So I have a roommate that she is asthmatic. She always had a problem with she had a migraine or asthmatic like that. So it's hard for her to to get tired. She should not be tired or working so hard. So I asked her if I can wash her clothes, and then she said, "Okay, yeah, you can wash my clothes." So I wash her clothes every month. She is giving me 150 pesos and or $3, and that is good for my apartment. Okay? So a while ago I said apply for a student assistant. So I have free food. And then for number 2 of offer services, I wash the laundry of my roommate. I got money to pay for my house. Okay? And then number 3, and then step 13, accept help or assistance from people around you. So way back in MSU, I have 3 BFFs, okay? Or somebody that really helped me. I have Kuya Hazel Solis. I call her also I call her BFF. And then Kuya Omar, Mamuko, and Henry Bagawisan. Ayan, shout out to the 3 of you guys. Kuya Hazel Soles, Kuya Omar, Mamuko, and Henry Bagawisan, my best friend since I was in elementary. So this Kuya Hazel and Kuya Omar, they talk each other. They said, what you call this? Okay, this month I will pay for Hannah's house. And then Kuya Omar said, okay, next month I will be the one to pay her house. So they switch months to pay for my house a certain period of time. And then ito namang si Henry Bagawisan, may special lang talaga mention complete name, di ba? Now he is working in that working in a police station, or no, not police station, sorry Beshi, I forgot where you work, something like that. What my best friend is doing is that, cause Henry Bagawisan way back, they are really really way back, they are really really capable of buying food uh beyond the regular food that we buy. If the capacity of our money to buy food is like this, them is like this. So he had a very huge food, or yeah, the food that they provide for him is a lot. So what he is doing is, he asked me to he gave me half of it, since he cannot eat all of it naman because it's too much nga. So he gave me half of her food, of his food. So I have free food again, because the student assistant is not the whole time. So it's like not this time and not, and the next time I don't assist. So but then yes, that's why Henry is giving me half of his share for the food. So in return, because I don't really I'm not really a person that is what you call that, what you call this, how do you call it, ingrata, or no something like that. So when someone gave me something, as much as possible I want to give back something in return. So I'm washing his clothes also, something like that, so for me to not to feel guilty na, oh, he is giving me food and then I'm doing nothing. So in return, I also time to time I also wash his clothes. Okay? So ano na ako noon, labandera pala. Something like that. So that's step number 13. And then step number 14, keep your eyes and ears for open opportunity. Ayan. The reason why I said that, because uh, uh, if you have a blood, like a tribal blood, you can get a cultural community group scholarship, or CCG. So, cause 'di ba in Palawan we have Kuyunon, we have ano pang mga ibang dialect dyan, Cagayanon, something like that. But me, I am not any of those tribes because I am a Bisaya. My parents are from Masbate, so I'm a Masbateño, and I don't have any blood tribe, something like that. But then Kuya Omar, Kuya Omar's father is working in that department that qualifies those people to be to be a scholar. So they asked me to put my name, to list my name there, something like that. Said I I'm not man, I talk to God, Lord, I'm not I don't have any Koyonon blood man. How am I going, why am I going to apply on this? It's kind of like, it's I'm deceiving them or something like that. But the one that asked me to write my name there in the list is the one that will approve it. So I talked to God, said, Lord, if it's your will for me to be a CCG scholar, let your will be done. I will be approved. So in short, my name got approved. So I was able to be part of the CCG scholar. So at the time, and I'm receiving 450 pesos per month, and 700 pesos book allowance, and round trip boat allowance every year. Because in the and then ayun nga, but I need to maintain my grade for 3.0. I should not have a lower grade than that, or else I will be out in the scholarship program. So I maintain, or make my grade not really all three the whole time. Okay, so the step number 15 is, while the blanket is short, learn to bend, or in my language, in Tagalog, habang maikli ang kumot, matuto kang mamaluktot. Ayan. The reason why I said this, because since nga I was from Palawan, and way back 1996, there are only one boat going to Palawan, I think once a week, something like that. I forgot. And then it's so expensive if you take a flight. And I don't know, there's no flight pa yata from Cagayan to Palawan. There's no flight like that. So the only transportation is a boat. So, and since I'm from Palawan, and then if in every semester, end of the semester, I will go back to Palawan to enjoy my vacation. I don't have any money to do that. That's why I just stayed. I just stayed in MSU Marawi City during semestral break, and during December, I go with my roommates, like in Butuan City. Yan, shout out to Ellen again and her family, na taga Butuan. They are my second family, especially the Free Methodist Church in Gingona, Butuan City. Yan, sila Ate Dayan, sila Pastor Jerry, and the rest of Free Methodist Church in Gingona, Butuan. Shout out to you all there. Kasi yan yung second family ko. So what is good naman in staying in those times, kasi I only go back summer na, not on the semestral break and December. What is good is I can visit different kinds of places in Mindanao. Way back, I actually visited more cities in Mindanao than in when I was in Palawan. And also I met a lot of friends and people that God gave me to be part of my family. So being having a family, not only they are your biological family, but a family is someone that will really support you and will not what you call that, will not stab you at the back. So that is family to me, and that is what I found in Gingona, in good Gingona, Butuan, the Tambura and the Justo family and the Aquino family. Ayan, shout out to you guys. So the number 16 step is respect and honor your parents' wish or dream. Okay, for you, because all of the parents, no parents in the world, guys, don't have a dream for each child. So this is my step 16 is because I heard my father talking to our neighbor, and he said to our neighbor, you know what, if Hannah will graduate, I will feel myself, I will feel good that we are a good parent, that we fulfill, that we're able to fulfill our duty as a parent if Hannah will finish in college. So I heard that, and I didn't tell my dad about it, that I've heard it. But I really pray to God that, Lord, help me to make that dream of my father happen. That even he will see the one diploma in our wall. Because I'm the only one that studying that time, because the rest of my brothers and sisters, they get married, or somebody, or some stop studying or don't want to study, like my younger sister, something like that. Di ba, Vance Robles? Yun, something like that. So, that's why I pray to God na help me, make my father's dream come true. All right? So, and that's why, number 17, focus to your dream. Okay, why focus to your dream? Because my dream is to finish college in 4 years. Like what I've said a while ago, I don't want to finish 4.5. You need to set your goal. You need to to put time frame. Because there are some that they are already 10 years in college or something like that. They change their course. They have this course, and then they will change someone their mind. Oh, I don't want this. I don't want that. I want this. Something like that. So you really need to focus on your dream, and that is for me to graduate a 4-year course. Because in my third year college, after because in my first and second, second year, I took accountancy. And then what's so funny is, during the final exam in the second semester, and then by next semester, or na third year, we will be um, selecting major subjects for accountancy. But what happened was, the last exam that we have in last semester in second year, I cannot balance my balance sheet. Because 'di ba, in accountancy there's a balance sheet, the credit and the debit, and then they should have the same balance, something like that, for us to be able to pass the exam. And I've been having a hard time finding the 5 pesos that I'm looking for, where it goes. And I said, "Oh no, I don't want to have a job like this, that I will be crazy looking and finding this 5 pesos, and I can't find it." And I think I'm the only one that almost left in the room, or maybe three of us. And then one of my friend or classmate actually show me the answer, how to balance my exam. But then, like what I've told you guys, that I'm already a Christian when I was in college. I really don't want to cheat. But I admit, when I was in high school, uh, in elementary, in high school, even I'm already a Christian, I cheated. Okay? Sorry sa mga teachers, I admit that I really cheat in my exams. Ano pa dan, way back in the, di ba, our uniform has a lot of plates, something like that. So, the código, or the cheat sheet is under the plates of our uniform. But when I was in college, um I really stopped cheating, because I'm really convicted, not to cheat anymore, so I don't cheat. But during that time, just for me to be able to pass the exam, I accepted the answer, but said, this will be the last time that I will cheat, Lord. So I decided, instead of taking accountancy, I pray to God, Lord, what course do you want me to take again? And by that time, I'm good in memorization. I'm really good to memorize on something, something like that. And then I asked some of my friends, said, this one, marketing, you only need to memorize. Said, really? Said, oh, I like that course. So I transferred to marketing department, and I'm so happy because, oh, this is really what I'm looking for because di ba, I've been selling, I talk a lot, something like that. And I'm good in memorization. So, oh, this course fits on me. In short, ladies and gentlemen, representing to you, Hana Sumayang Barsita, graduate of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Marketing in the year 1996. Ayan. And the first Barsita family that graduated in college. Ayan, guys. And through me, guys, I break the curse of no non-college family member in our family. Okay, I'm the first one, and the rest of my nephews follows that. So that's why it's really good to to break the what we used to, di ba, sabi nga nila, if your father is a drinker, you will also be a drinker. If your mother is what you call that, a gossiper, you will also be a gossiper. We should not think that way, guys, because all of us, we have our own option, and we have our own identity, and we can make a difference. We can make a difference if our family is has not has have an how can I call this, our family don't have a good reputation. Let's not accept it that way, because that's just what people wants to say. But as individual, we can make a difference. We can change the way they think about us in our family. Okay, but but guys, that's not yet the end of the steps, because there are still step number uh 18. Ayan, after graduation, pay it forward naman. Okay, after I graduate, I pay it forward, not directly to the people who helped me, like my best friends, like the one that hired me to wash her laundry or something like that, but I pay it forward to the people that I know needs my help, and I'm able to help them, especially, guys, my family. Ayan, especially my family, especially with regards to their studies. If I have a family member that wants to study, but their parents don't have enough money to send them, I'm here. I'm very willing to help them. Like my sister, Vance Robles, kasi sila her husband and her separated. So during that time when they separated, the second one, because the eldest uh, son of my sister is already married. So the second one, he just graduated in high school. So I asked him, "What do you want?" And then he said, "I want to I want to also study where you study in college, but my parents don't have the money," something like that. Then I said, "But are you willing? Do you want? Do you really want?" Said, "Yes, I want." So I actually challenged him. I told him, "Okay, this is what we do." Because way back by then, I'm working in smart communication. So we have a good that's my second job, best job ever. One of the best job ever pala. Good good pay, good salary, something like that. So I told him, "Okay, study now, pay later." So that's what I told my nephew, study now, pay later. So, and then there are also times that he failed in the university, and then he said, "Auntie, are you still going to to finance me? Because I think I'm not for this," something like that. So, but do you still want to study? But do you still want to to finish college? Said, "Yeah, I will, and I will try." So I still, okay, then you continue, something like that. And in short, guys, that nephew of mine, he graduated already in college, and now he is a social worker in Cavite and earning good amount of money. And at the age of 28 years old, because I'm the one encouraging him na, since you are a man, you need to you need to invest, right, as early as you are, while you are earning good. you start doing that first by getting a house. So at the age of 28 years old, he already had a house in Cavite, a very beautiful house, and I'm very excited to visit there. And this coming September, they're going to get married. So shout out Jezreel and Ria, Jezreel and Ria. Congratulations for your upcoming wedding. Even I'm not able to attend, but I'll be with you in some other way. Okay? So yeah, shout out to you guys. And yeah, so ano na siya, yeah, it's and when he graduated in college, he we talked, and then I told him, "Hey, Alit, I told that you don't need to pay anything. I just said that to you because I want to challenge you and because I want you to really be serious. Because I have some other nephews that I sent to college that they didn't able to finish because there are some other priorities, something like that. That's why I told him about that kind of agreement. But then I told him no need to pay anything, but just send your younger brother to school. Help him also so that finish college. Okay, so that is what happened. So that's why ayan, her his younger brother now is just graduated in ano ba, junior high, going to senior high, something like that, and have a very good ano grade, laging on honor roll, something like that, outstanding like that. And then the third son of my sister, I adopted him naman as my own son with regards to finances. I adopted him since he was 6 years old. And now he is already senior high, second year college, taking aircraft maintenance in Philska, something like that. And I hope someday he will be a pilot, something like that. Shout out to Kim David Robles and all his classmates in Philska. Ayan. And guys, ayun, the reason why I adopted him in my cuz when I was working, I really like him because when I'm about to when I arrive home pala, I saw my bed already tucked in, and then it's clean, it's perfect, something like that. Said, wow, he's just 6 years old, but he can do those stuff, something like that. So I'm so fond of him, and I love him. So yeah, that's why until now he's with I'm still taking good care of everything he needs. I told him because I didn't able to enjoy studying before because I'm so busy doing my stuff for me to be able to survive in my finances. So I told him this time, study, enjoy the journey. You don't need to pressure yourself. Just study and be good in everything you do. And I don't know, man, thank God because he always have a good grades at the end of the semester and always on the top. So I'm so proud of you, Kim David Robles. I called him Kimbot actually. Ayan. All right, guys, so in conclusion, almost done na tayo, or almost 2 hours na pala. Poverty, or to be born in a poverty or in a poor family, guys, will never be the reason why we cannot graduate in college on time. As long as we dream, and as long as we have faith. Number one, we have faith in God all the way, trust Him all the way and without doubt. And number two, our determination and focus on our dream. And number three, do not be intimidated when someone offers help for you, because eventually someday you will have your time also to help others. Kasi sometimes diba, when someone is helping us, we have a we tend to self pity, something like that. Don't feel that way. And number four, take every problem as a challenge, so you will find a way to find a solution for it. Okay, guys, that was my journey. How I graduate in college on time, even I am poor, and my how I pay it forward to those people that I receive kindness from. Okay, and I hope you learn and you got something out of this 18 steps or strategies that I did for me to be able to graduate in college. And now, if you like this topic of this segment, please like and leave a comment in the comment section below. And if it's your first time to be in my live streaming, please hit the subscribe button and also follow me in Facebook in my Facebook account, and so I can personally acknowledge you and thank you. And if that's why, guys, and it's already almost 2 hours. I really hate to say goodbye, but I want to leave you a message, uh, or I want to leave you this message to always follow golden rule. Like, don't do unto others what you don't want others do unto you, or do unto others what you want others do unto you. And thank you again for watching. And see you in my next live streaming. Either supposed to be it's Wednesday, but I'm a mom. I'm trying to make my time free my time, or take my time, something like that. So I wasn't able to do a live streaming last night. That's why I do it now. So it's either Wednesday or Thursday, or yeah, my yeah, it's just flexible, guys. Just bear with me, guys. Okay. So again, thank you very much, and God bless you, everyone. Thank you. Bye. Bye, Vance Robles. Bye, Steve Eiffel. Love lines. See you. See you. Ayan. And thank you also, Miss Brenda M. Nabulol na ako. Brenda's Swanson. Ayan. Thank you very much, for coming. Thank you very much, love lines. Sino pa ba hindi ko nabasa dito? MJ Abrea, Vlog, Cherry Lee, JBC Tams, thank you very much. Ayan. Maria Samuel Vlogs, thank you very much. Thank you so much again, guys, and see you and God bless you. I'm signing off in 3, 2, 1.